I work in a fast food business in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm the director of development. We have about 110 employees, and last year we did about $13 million in sales.
Okay, cool.
My question is, how can I inspire leaders to hold our team accountable and help them to make proactive decisions?
Help them make what decisions?
Proactive. Instead, we tend to make reactive decisions.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It starts at the hiring. Okay. And as you're hiring, you say, here, the leaders in this organization are proactive and they are accountable. And so we have a regular meeting rhythm, and you need to establish a regular meeting rhythm with your leaders where you hold them accountable, where you support them, where you help them knock down problems that they have, roadblocks that they have, and where you hold them accountable for being proactive and accountable for production and accountable for behavior and accountable for being a quality leader, right? And those meetings are where you mentor them, where you help them. Sometimes they'll bring something to you they can't fix without your help, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. That's your job as their leader, is to knock down roadblocks. My job's to pave the road for my other leaders. That's my job.
Right.
And so, you take that real seriously. You take an interest in their personal lives. You take an interest in their personhood, and you love them well. And you're there for them. If they're having a bad time at home, you're helping them. If the kid's sick, you help them, any way you can, whatever it is that's going on. And we're going to be held accountable. We're going to talk about it, not once at an annual review and not once at not at a quarterly culture meeting or training or something. No, we're going to meet every week or every other week until, as long as you're here, and have a talk about this. And so I have one-on-ones with key leaders here at Ramsey weekly. And and then our president, my son, does as well. And then each of the leaders in the organization does, and each of the leaders of leaders does, and so on, all the way through this place. We've got a standard rhythm. We don't wait until once a year to do some kind of corrective action. But you start with setting the table at the hire. This is what we expect. You may not want to join us if you're not open to this idea of initiative and being very proactive, and open to us working as a team, which looks like this. We're going to be in this regular meeting rhythm of once every 2 weeks, 1 week, whatever it is, where you and I sit and talk for an hour about how things are going everywhere, and you're telling me help spots that you need, and I'm telling you I'm telling you where corrective action needs to take place, or what's going on with this or that, and you coach them through some of the drama of the people they're leading, because there's always drama when you're leading people. I mean, that's just part of it.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah. So how many direct reports do you have?
Our leadership structure isn't as defined as I'd like it to be. I would have responsibility for the leaders, and there's probably somewhere about 15 to 20.
Okay. Who do you report to?
My executive director. He's the co-operator of the store. Of
a single store or several stores?
Yeah, a single store. I work at a Chick-fil-A, so we just have our location.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, Chick-fil-A does a pretty good job at this. They've been training people to do what I'm talking about for years. So, but I think you sit down with your executive director, which is the partner in the store, right?
Yeah. He's the operator's son. He's been at that store for 20 plus years.
Okay, cool. Oh, they know what they're doing, as you know. And Absolutely. So I'm going to sit down with them and go, okay, how can I do this? And I'll give you a suggestion to bring up with him. I don't know their internal store organizational structure. We've done a lot. They're families, friends of ours. We've done a lot of work with them over the years. We've helped them with things. They've helped us with things. We're a big customer. We eat this stuff all the time. But having said all of that, I don't know what I'm talking about. But in general, a 1 to 15 reporting structure is too much.
Okay.
In general, most people say 1 to 5 to 1 to 7. Something like that.
5 to 1 to 7.
Yeah, that's in general. The military, for instance, use a 1-to-5 ratio in most of their org charts. And because the problem is you can't heavily invest in 15 people at once, emotionally
Right.
and everything else. And you have 15 leaders in one store? These are like shift managers or something.
Shift managers.
Okay.
Because we're 6 days a week. That was part of, while you were talking, I was wondering how I can connect with all of them because they work 5:30 in the morning to 10:30, 11 at night.
Yeah, you're going to have a hard time doing that, and partly because there's 15 of them. But, you know, it might be that you and the partner split these two things up. It might be that they can report to you, but you are only doing the accountability rhythm meetings with them once every 2 weeks with only 7 of them, and he takes 7 of them.
Okay.
Or something like that. I don't know. Y'all talk about it and figure it out. I'm not going to die on this hill, but it's just, it's very difficult to, especially as hard as you guys work and the hours being so wild, that it's very difficult for you to spend enough time to hold someone accountable. And other than just hit or miss as a drive-by, and sometimes that can get a little bit sloppy or a lot sloppy. So, yeah, I prefer a standard meeting rhythm for accountability, proactivity, investing into the leaders. How can I help? How can I serve you? And then you can just say, it's my pleasure. I love it. It doesn't get any better than that. I love it. So, fun stuff. That's a great company you work for, by the way. They're good people. This is the EntreLeadership Podcast.